On November 26th, we had the arrival of the 4th Ascension update in Night Crows, bringing 8 new classes, which bring new skills and features when ascending to this new level. Let's talk a little about each of these 8 new classes and which ones might be the best, addressing what the changes and new skills of these new classes will be in Night Crows. New classes of the 4th Ascension, Night Crows. For many, reaching the 3rd Ascension was an extremely difficult task, while some players like me are still on this path seeking the 3rd Ascension, and now the 4th Ascension arrives, which will be another level of power, bringing much more status and new epic and legendary skills. Let's address the new classes of the 4th Ascension, trying to comment on them 2 by 2. The first is the One-Handed Sword Crusader, which is the tank class of the game focused on surviving as long as possible. Its Outrage skill allows you to reduce skill damage and damage reduction in a certain area when blocking or being hit by a hit. This makes the class deal damage as it takes damage. I didn't really like the evolved class of Twin Sword, the Bloody Enforcer, because it increases the evasion rate when using Rush. In other words, it's a skill focused on PvP, but it doesn't deal damage or increase defense, which makes it of little use for PvE. We have the Grand Wizard, which is a class that focuses on MP to cast spells, and received a skill called Soul Barrier that makes the mage a bit more tanky, because for a certain period of time, instead of spending HP, the character uses his MP. The Divine Priest, which is the evolution of the healer, gains a skill called Abundance, which is very good, because when using a skill, there is a chance to heal the HP of the character and also of the party members. This will allow the healer to increase his healing much more. We also have the Eternal Commander of the Two-Handed Sword, which for a long time was considered the strongest class in the game due to its max damage bonus. It will now receive the Animosity skill, which increases the rate of maximization and the negation of damage reduction when it hits, meaning it will have very good synergy with the class due to the max rate. As for the Lancer's Fatal Lord, I didn't like the new skill, which is Composure, which makes the character increase defense and damage reduction for a period of time when using a skill. I believe that some classes of the 4th Ascension will not be very strong, even to balance the 3rd Ascension. In the case of the Lancer, this skill balances the issue of the 2 skills of the previous classes, reducing defense and damage reduction. I really like the new Bow and Dagger classes because they have a skill cooldown reset when defeating an opponent, making both classes deal more damage, helping in PvE and farming. In the case of the Bow, it's the Storm Hawkeye, which has the Acumen skill that resets the cooldown of Disruption Arrow. The Dagger is the Soul Reaper, which resets the cooldown of Wound Slash. Which of these classes did you like the most and will you want to test and keep in mind for when you have the resources? Leave a like if you liked the video and subscribe for more Web3 gaming content.